Hi YouTube, this is JTrain997 and I'm back this time with my review of the Mezco Series 1 Green Hornet and Kato figures. Now, I just got these in the mail today from bbts.com and they look very nice here in the packaging. Of course, this is all of Series 1, and while I usually am not a fan of people who review multiple items at once, I figure we might as well do Green Hornet and Kato both at the same time. Of course, we'll be having a look at the Hornet's packaging first. It looks like they're permanently in this one pose. I haven't dealt with a lot of Mezco figures recently. I have the kick-ass ones, I just haven't got around to reviewing them yet. So it looks like articulation is definitely going to be lacking. Like the Hornet's going to be in this one running pose with his gas gun out. But as you can see here, it says Collector's Figure Series 1. Excuse me. Series 2 is actually going to be Van Williams and Bruce Lee's figures of themselves from the TV series The Green Hornet back in the late 60s, I think it was. Of course, there's a picture of Seth Rogen up here. On the back of the packaging here, you have a picture of himself, then the figure. And the read-up says, after the mysterious death of his father, Britt Reed strikes an unlikely friendship with the industrious and inventive Kato. Together they see their chance to do something meaningful for the first time in their lives, fight crime. But in order to do this, they decide to become criminals themselves, protecting the law by breaking it. Britt becomes the vigilante of the Green Hornet as he and Kato hit the streets. This highly detailed collector's action figure comes with complete with his signature gas gun. Factory Entertainment is proud to present the Green Hornet collector's figure, sculpted by Alex Hink. I'm not sure how to say that guy's last name. Down here, of course, you have a picture of the Green Hornet and Kato. And over here, two replicas of the Black Beauty, one with the weapons out, one not. I haven't seen any of those for pre-order online, and I haven't seen any of these in stores, so we'll be waiting on that. Next up, Kato. As you can see here in packaging, Kato comes with two alternate hands. The hands he has on right now have, I believe, knives in them. And one of the other hands seems to be open, like he should be holding something, but he's not. And the other's a fist. Of course, the same general backing, except with pictures of Kato up here. And down here it says, the highly detailed collector's action figure comes complete with his signature throwing knives. And oh yeah, there's a little bit more up here. A mysterious figure, Kato is highly skilled in martial arts and a technical genius who, unknown to Britt, has been aiding his father in secret projects. And other than that, these packages are pretty much the same. So that being said, let's pull these bad boys out. And here we have the Green Hornet and Kato out of packaging. Now, we'll be taking a look at the Green Hornet first, pushing Kato off to the side here. And much like I thought, he is permanently in this running pose. And once again, articulation definitely not a big staple of this figure. Although the gas gun comes out surprisingly enough. Put that back in his hand. To their credit, to have 1 foot, to be in this pose in general and have a permanently affixed base, he balances incredibly well. And I don't even mind the fact so much that this is a, just kind of permanently like this, and articulation isn't a staple. It's just, at this point, it kind of becomes less of a figure and more of a statuette to me, which still wouldn't have affected me at all picking the figure up, or statuette, or whatever you'd like to call it. Let's get a quick 360 up here. As you've seen, the gas gun can come out, and there is some surprising detail on it. Although I'm not crazy about that design they went for. No, it's mainly this tube, the way it comes up. Something about it looks a little silly to me. But, overall, still a nice looking gun. And I'm still pretty impressed it can come out. Now the Hornet himself, as you can see, they got some very nice detail on. The face sculpt is okay. To me, it's really the only part of this figure that doesn't shine, because the rest of the detail on the clothes, the paint apps, everything looks great. On another small fanboy note, I was a little disappointed they took the Hornet logo off the center of his mask and just gave him this standard black mask. Of course, they could be kind of going for a Lone Ranger tribute there. If you didn't know, random fanboy fact for the day, the Lone Ranger and the Green Hornet are set up to be, the Green Hornet is supposedly the descendant of the Lone Ranger. Both created by the same guy, who was George W. Trindle. Now, as far as articulation, this guy's arms do a full 360, don't go out. No articulation in the legs whatsoever. Very, very slight movement at the waist. arm also does a full 360, and his head spins. So, overall, the Green Hornet's a nice figure. He's definitely, I mean, once again, to me, more of a statuette, but I actually really like him, surprisingly enough. Still haven't seen the film, so I don't have any strong opinions yet on whether or not I like it, or like Seth Rogen as the part of the Hornet. But, that being said, let's move on to Kato, who's over here, who's got a very nice kind of mid-action stance. Now, he does have his two interchangeable hands. I was mistaken. This is not to be holding something. This is kind of like a karate pose, kung fu pose, what have you. Let's see how hard it is to pop these hands out. Well, seems to be simple enough. Getting them in appears to be a little bit harder than pulling them out. And there we go. The fist, of course, these have like little knives in their hand. I'm get a quick 360 of Kato here. There appears to be a little bit more articulation on Kato to get him into more of those martial arts poses. His arms do a full 360. He spins at the elbow and his wrist spin. Head does a full 360. He has some very slight, once again, waist movement. And once again, the base is permanently fixed to his foot. As far as detail, once again, they definitely did a good job on him. I mean, Kato looks pretty accurate. So, and I like this face sculpt a little bit better. It looks like they did a little bit better job than they did on the Hornet's face. Once again, neither are terrible face sculpts. It's just the Hornet seems a little bit lacking. So let's actually get the hand with his knives in here. I like it a little bit better. Oh, and also nice that we got some interchangeable hands with Kato. You know, something. Just a little extra thing to spice the figure up. And let's get the Hornet back in here. Now, I haven't seen these in stores at the time I'm making this video. I got them both offline on bbts.com, or Big Bad Toy Store. And I paid $25 before shipping. Now, I think in stores they're going to run you roughly about 15 bucks. I know my local comic shop said they were planning on getting them in and they were going to charge around 17. If you're a die-hard Green Hornet fan, which I know there aren't a lot of us left, you're probably already turned off by the fact that Seth Rogen's being the Green Hornet in the movie. Once again, while I'm not crazy about the idea, I still haven't judged it because I haven't seen it. But I gotta say, these are very nice interpretations of the characters, if nothing else. They obviously look great on a shelf because, well, not much else you can do with them. But a must-have for your Green Hornet display, I'll say. 25 bucks, I think, was a fair price for these guys. $15 to $17 a piece, that's getting a little I really don't see why they didn't put these guys in a set together. But still, a great set. I definitely recommend picking them both up. And this is J-Train 997 saying I'll see you soon, YouTube.